Black Friday and Cyber Monday are quickly approaching. I mean, we are working through November at what feels like a breakneck pace. We're a third of the way through. So, yeah, we're going to start hearing about some of these Black Friday and Cyber Monday deals going out, depending on the retailer. Sometimes they'll send them out way early and they want to start Black Friday right now. Other times we'll get the circular and the big ads and stuff that they drop a couple days before Black Friday. Well, today it appears Nintendo is ready to go because they released all the different deals they'll be doing for Black Friday week as well as Cyber Monday. And we do have one omission, something we've been able to, expect to see every single Black Friday since 2018. Looks like it's not going to be part of Nintendo's lineup this year. End of an era for the Switch one. But we'll look at all of that and Nintendo's deals here today. So if you guys enjoy the video, hit the like button, subscribe if you're new. Let's take a look. This is the ad that's been going around that Nintendo issued for Black Friday. And it's a little misleading. I will say that. Just 'cause it says from now through November 29th, deal starting at $29.99. And it looks like everything here is $30 the way they've kind of framed it and set this up. The good news is it's Switch games at participating retailers. So if you go to a Best Buy, a Walmart, if you order on Amazon, go to GameStop, these should all have the same prices in effect physically in store. So that's good to see physical games being on sale. We're so used to just digital sales happening all the time. It is worth pointing out when games physically go on sale. And clearly for the holiday season, where there's a lot of gift giving, it would make sense that the physical games would be on sale and be advertised here for Black Friday. But while we have this graphic here, Nintendo did put out a press release that has all the fine details we can go over. Nintendo announces holiday offers for Black Friday and Cyber Monday 2025. And for the most part, the top section of this really isn't about any of the deals. I mean, like the first two bullet points here, this one just tells people again about the Switch 2. Spoiler, there's no Switch 2 discount on the console. I don't think people were expecting it though. I mean, the system's been out for a few months now, hasn't even been half a year. So they're just, at this point, it's in stock. That's the sale. And here's the one interesting part. This whole thing will be running from November 23rd to the 29th. And they are saying that the Switch 2 Mario Kart World Bundle will be available. Now, leading up to the release of the Switch 2 and the discussion around the Mario Kart bundle, all the interviews that were happening with Nintendo PR and Nintendo presidents, everything, the Mario Kart World bundle was kind of mentioned as a limited time thing. When we saw the Pokemon Legends ZA bundle get announced, we figured it was going to slot in and replace the Mario Kart World bundle, but it seems like at least going through November, this Mario Kart World bundle will still be around. So I kind of feel like this might be it for it. And when we get into December, it'll just kind of disappear. Like they'll just phase it out. But at least for now, if that's the one you wanted, maybe for the holiday season as a gift, you may want to look into picking it up by the end of November then while all this is running. Otherwise, though, they just tell you about all the games you can pick up with the upgrade packs, or like Donkey Kong Bonanza or Tears of the Kingdom. Kirby Air Riders Metro Prime 4 still coming up. Okay, now we finally get to the sales. All right, so beginning November 23rd, select retailers, including both official Nintendo US stores, will offer deals on physical versions of Nintendo Switch games. So they have this split up in two different categories. As I mentioned, the ad that they had here, a little misleading because it looks like it's all $30, but they have a $30 category and a $40 category. In fact, it seems like the $40 category has more games with Princess Peach Showtime, The Legend of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom, Donkey Kong Country Returns HD, Luigi Mansion 3, and Kirby's Return to Dreamland Deluxe. I'm not really sure what constitutes the Luigi Mansion 3 or Kirby's Return to Dreamland Deluxe being $40 and not just dropping into the $30 category. It seems kind of weird. I mean, Luigi Mansion 3 came out at the end of 2019. So it's an older game now. You know, it's 6 years old now. I mean, it came out right in October of 2019 because it was like around that holiday or the Halloween time. So it's weird to me that it's 6 years old. Nintendo's like, it's got to be 40. Can't be 30. With the $30 tier, though, you have Mario Odyssey, Switch Sports, Paper Mario Thousand Year Door, and Splatoon 3. Now, here's the thing. They also talk about some of the free upgrades that have happened with the Switch 2. And if you're getting a Switch 2 for like the first time for the holiday season, all right, those are games that are worth looking into because they are just nice to have for the Switch 2. So if you look at this, Mario Odyssey is 1, Splatoon 3, and then Echoes of Wisdom. Those are the 3 that I'm seeing here that all have some sort of enhancement. I'd say Splatoon 3 is probably the one that's harder to tell out of the others, whereas Echoes of Wisdom runs significantly better. Mario Odyssey just looks really good. That game already ran well on the Switch 1, but with the free update, you just download it with the Switch 2 and you're off and running, which is a better looking and running game. They mention here higher resolutions and smoother gameplay, just like smoother frame rate. Now, amiibos are also on sale, but it does not feel, it still won't feel like they are, because they mentioned like the Street Fighter ones, those are $10 off. All right. The amiibos pricing is out of control. So even when you take $10 off, let's say there's a $40 amiibo and you take $10 off, $30 still feels very expensive for an amiibo. I would argue even going from 30 to 20, and that's the sale price, still feels a little pricey for an amiibo. Now, if it was $20, then, oh, we're taking half off and it's $10. Yeah, people would probably be cleaning up amiibos then, but not really the case here. Okay, so those would be the Black Friday deals, all right? It's important to note, retailers can still run their own sales. So these would basically be the games that Nintendo would say, hey, we'll cover this for you. As in, if retailers sell these games at these prices, Nintendo will credit them the difference behind the scenes, all right? And that's all worked out and stuff, corporate levels, or even when I was doing just a couple of stores, you would just get credits through the wholesaler. And that was across the board for any of these games that were on sale and announced for Black Friday or for Cyber Monday. So retailers can still do things where they pair gift cards. They could just discount games if they want by themselves and eat the cost, just way for them to get more and more people interested in visiting them on Black Friday. All right. So that is something to keep in mind. Still worth keeping an eye out for GameStop, Best Buy, Walmart, Target, etc. All right. So I will keep an eye out for those and let you guys know. But Cyber Monday, that will be following up the Monday after Black Friday and stuff. What is that? Is that the first? It feels like all of this is very, very late in November. So I think that would be the first, 29, 30, or right around that time in December. Cyber Monday for Nintendo. Yeah, it's a $20 discount on the following microSD Express card for the Switch 2. It's the Samsung one, the 256 gigabyte card. From what I remember, this card, let's see, I think they go over it here. Here we go. Starting November 30th, but so like right at the end of November. That card is $60. So $20 off. It's a $40 256 gigabyte microSD Express card. I mean, it's cheaper, but it doesn't feel like it's that hard hitting of a sale, and that's all they have for Cyber Monday. Yeah, I don't know. It feels like they could have done a bit more for that one. But Cyber Monday is where I would look to the online retailers like Amazon to see what they can turn in themselves, because that's just okay. That microSD Express cards you should be picking one up anyway for the Switch 2 if you're getting it for the first time here again for the holidays. That does pair nicely with it, especially with game key cards and stuff where you have to download the entirety of the game, and it might be 50 or 60 gigabytes with some of these titles, especially if you want to get sports games like Madden or NBA or WWE. They do take up a good chunk of space with those game key cards. Still, I'd be curious. The ON SD Express card has gone up in price since the Switch 2 came out. Used to be a really, really good deal. Great recommendation. It kind of still is, but it's gone up in price a bit. I'm wondering if maybe Walmart looks to cut those down in price for Black Friday or for Cyber Monday, and that could be the move there, especially if it ends up being cheaper than the $40 that this Samsung SD Express card ends up being. But that's their lineup. The thing that I thought was kind of funny that's missing is the Switch 1 Mario Kart 8 Deluxe bundle. That has been running for several years in a row now, since 2018 up until last year, 2024. And now here we are in 2025 for Black Friday, nowhere to be seen. Although we do have a Mario Kart bundle here, so it's kind of been replaced. Mario Kart lives on for Black Friday, just no longer Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Nope. End of an era. Kinda. I mean, it would be funny if this time, like this somewhat timed bundle, as Nintendo has referred to it, ends up making a return every single year. I mean, look, they even have right here, look, that little one next to it, limited time production through fall 2025, available while supplies last. I mean, if we go by seasons, it would only be a few more weeks after Black Friday that we'd be into wintertime. So maybe this bundle just randomly comes back every Black Friday and they just keep the tradition going. Guess we'll find out next year. But that is Nintendo's Black Friday sales that they've announced. It's nothing like super hard hitting, I'd say. I mean, if I was going to make recommendations, Luigi's Mansion 3 looks great. It needs an update, and I'm hoping Nintendo has that planned. I think it'd be really cool to see them open up the frame rate on that, maybe up the resolution, HDR. It's already a great looking game on the Switch 1, could look crazy on the Switch 2. And I mean, I guess if you haven't played Mario Odyssey yet, and there are people who are coming into the Switch 2 generation who didn't have a Switch 1, Mario Odyssey at $30 is an easy recommendation, especially on the Switch 2 with that free update. Otherwise though, nothing too crazy that I'm seeing. Still, we'll wait and see what other retailers have in store for us because they could take matters into their own hands. I wouldn't expect them to do much with the Switch 2 hardware itself because that's just going to sell on its own. They don't need to do too much work there. But maybe some of the games, accessories, or other things might be worth keeping an eye out. But let me know what you guys think about this down below. Is there anything that's jumped out to you with their Black Friday sales? And what are your plans even for Black Friday, especially with some of these other retailers like GameStop, like a Best Buy or Walmart? Are there any in particular that you're really focusing in on? Thanks guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.